My name is Grace. I am 16 years old. I'm in year 10. I've been in Malaysia for just over a year now. And before I was in a New Zealand school, so I was doing the NCEA curriculum, which is the public school system done in New Zealand.
My name is Kaiter. I am 17. I have been at the school since year 5. This is my 7th year. Before this school, I was in a government school, government Chinese school.
Hi, my name is Iggy Jones. I'm 15 years old, turning 16 this year. I'm in year 10. I've been in Malaysia for around 9 years now. I used to live in Australia and did the Australian education system.
My mum got a job at the school, so I came to Malaysia and now I'm studying at the school that she works at.
I mean, I'm born here, so...
My father came here for his work. He received a very good opportunity.
I like the knowledge, I guess, that's presented to us. It's a bit relevant to me and to my community.
To be honest, I have no idea. I saw my sister in this school who was having a nice time. I wanted to join as well.
Well, my parents chose the Australian education system because I myself had just come from Australia and they wanted me to continue with that avenue as I would ultimately need to be going back to Australia.
I think it's definitely very targeted towards obviously Australian facts and history, and particularly about the Aboriginals is spoken about a lot, which I think is interesting, although it can get slightly repetitive.
I think the feedback process, I've never had that before, so I quite like that. Working through the year is also sometimes challenging. The exam week, it's all in week 6, then you have to work on all the subjects at the same time.
The Australian education system, especially the New South Wales system, has one really big difference that I think is amazing, which is that the assessment tasks are 50% assessment based, like assignment, and 50% exam based, which is compared to the American and British systems, which are all just exams and very difficult things. So in the Australian system, you're allowed to sort of branch out depending on how you learn yourself.
In terms of my knowledge towards the Aboriginals is extensive now. Like before, I didn't even know about them. And for me, that affected me quite significantly because it's very similar to the Māori colonization. And I didn't realize that there was something so similar to that.
I'm not sure if it's Australian benefit, but this is the school's benefit. I quite like the community in this school.
I think the biggest benefit I've gained from the Australian education system, particularly in AISM, is the sense of community it kind of fosters. Everyone's kind of compacted together rather than spread out in different forms like they are in Britain.
Yes, although I am limited to Australia and New Zealand because of the funds. So I will definitely be studying in Australia and or New Zealand. When I start getting paid, when I have money, then I would want to get an education outside of New Zealand or Australia.
Country you want?
England has a really good literacy education programs.
My grandfather wants me to study here or in China. Then I can finally learn some Chinese. I can also go to a German-speaking country like Germany or Switzerland. Then I can also learn that part of my culture.
I'll definitely be interested in studying perhaps in somewhere like Germany, ideally Australia, of course, since I would be able to do that the most easily. But Germany is something of a dream of mine, yeah.
Nope. I have no idea. I have some goals. I want to write a poem book when I'm older. I've been writing poems since I was a child, so I have poems about like my life, and I wanted to write an autobiography but from poems, but like through poems, I guess. But that's just a goal. I wouldn't mind being a journalist. I've thought about being a teacher. I wanted to be the Prime Minister at one point. I wanted to do it all.
I have zero idea. I have no idea, man. In the past, when I was younger, I thought I wanted to be a pilot, but I don't think so anymore.
I've always been somewhat interested in political or social humanities kind of thing, so something like a historian, a diplomat. Influence from my father's side has interested me in military matters, so I think that the military might be a good option for me coming out of school.